In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 11, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds versus Houston Astros. The Cincinnati Reds are wrapping up their 3-game set against the Houston Astros on Sunday afternoon. Both teams are sitting around the .500 mark, but they're trending in different directions. Houston is trying to build momentum, while Cincinnati is just trying to stop the bleeding. Right now, the Reds are ice cold. They've dropped 6 of their last 7 games and their bats have gone quiet. In Friday's opener against Houston, they managed just 4 hits. It doesn't help that they're giving the ball to Chase Petty, a 22-year-old who had one of the roughest starts you'll ever see in a major league debut. His first career appearance came on April 30th, and it was one he's probably still trying to forget. Petty couldn't make it past the 3rd inning. He lasted only 2.1 innings and gave up 9 earned runs before getting the hook. It felt like he could have been pulled even earlier. Now he's got to take the mound against a loaded Astros lineup featuring Jeremy Pena, Jose Altuve, and Yordan Alvarez. That's a tough ask for anyone, let alone a kid trying to find his footing. The Reds haven't been able to get much going in terms of momentum lately, and it's hard to feel confident backing Petty when he's barely got 2 innings of major league experience under his belt. In his debut against the Cardinals, he got shelled, 7 hits, 9 runs, and just 1 ground out. It was a rough outing by any standard. On the other side, the Astros are sending Ronald Blanco to the mound. He's not dominating, but he's been solid enough. Blanco has given up 30 hits and 19 runs across 34.1 innings this season. That's not lights out, but it's manageable. He also had a strong showing last year and has looked decent at home so far, posting a 3.74 earned run average and holding batters to a .173 average over 21.2 innings. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Houston is the clear play here, and the fact that they're facing Chase Petty in just his 2nd career start only adds fuel to that fire. A guy with an earned run average like his doesn't need a full game to give up a crooked number. You can do the math on what would have happened if he stayed in that Cardinals game. Confidence is everything for a young pitcher, and Petty's has to be rattled. And now he's facing the Astros in Houston. That's brutal. Add in the fact that Houston has been cashing overs left and right, 7 straight before their series with Milwaukee, and this one has the feel of another slugfest. The only real shot Cincinnati has at keeping this game close is by trying to go blow for blow on offense. That means they'll be swinging early and often. Expect a lot of runs from both sides. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Chicago White Sox. The Miami Marlins, sitting at 14-23 on the season, will finish up their 3-game set against the Chicago White Sox, who hold an 11-28 record, on Sunday afternoon. This series has been split down the middle so far, with each team taking 1 win apiece. That sets up this final game as a shot at a rare series victory for both clubs. The Marlins have had a rough time on the road, only managing a 5-11 record away from home, while the White Sox haven't exactly dominated at home either, going 8-12 at Guaranteed Rate Field. Offensively, Chicago has been in a rut, scoring 1 run or fewer in 3 of their last 4 games. But they'll face Sandy Alcantara, who's had serious issues lately, allowing 12 earned runs and 13 hits in just 7.2 innings across his last few appearances. On the flip side, Miami's bats have also gone cold, totaling just 6 runs in their last 3 games. They'll be going up against Burke, who's been sharp recently, holding opponents to 1 earned run or fewer in 3 of his last 4 starts. Alcantara hasn't looked anything like the pitcher people have come to expect over the past few seasons. The Marlins have lost the last 4 games he started, and unless something changes fast, he's headed toward ending the year with the worst earned run average of his career. His current earned run average has ballooned to 8.42, a far cry from his career average of 3.49. And we're not dealing with a tiny sample size either. He's already made 7 starts this season. Meanwhile, the White Sox haven't had many chances to win a home series, but this game line lines up as a good opportunity. Burke has been consistent, and he held his own in his last outing, giving up just one earned run over 6+ innings. Neither lineup is exactly lighting it up at the plate, but the White Sox have the better pitching situation in this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Most of the games that have hit the over for these teams haven't had much to do with their own hitting. It's usually been because the other team went off. The Marlins were recently crushed 10-1 by the Dodgers in a game that easily cleared the total. Similarly, the White Sox ended their series against the Royals by getting blown out 10-0 in another over. In both cases, the offense on Chicago and Miami's side didn't do much of anything. That trend should continue here. Burke is coming off a strong outing where he only gave up one earned run to Kansas City, and while Alcantara has been struggling, he's still got the tools to rebound, especially against a White Sox lineup that hasn't been threatening at all. Given the way both teams have looked with the bats, it's hard to expect much scoring in this one. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco Giants versus Minnesota Twins. The San Francisco Giants wrap up a 3-game road series on Sunday against the Minnesota Twins. It's the final game of the road trip, so it wouldn't be surprising to see the Giants rest a few of their regular starters. That's a pretty common move in these getaway games, and it could definitely take a bite out of their offense. On the other hand, Minnesota has held its own at home all season long. Lopez is on the mound and has the kind of stuff that can really slice through San Francisco's lineup. Roop is starting for the Giants, and he's likely to have a rough go against a Twins team that's seeing the ball well right now. I get why some people might want to back San Francisco here. They're a decent team, and it's tough to believe their offense will stay cold forever. Plus, no one wants to get swept, and that can light a fire under a club. But even with all that, Minnesota's pitching has been rock solid in this series, and Lopez is probably their best arm. He's the kind of pitcher who can shut things down, and until the odds shift too far, I don't see a reason to jump off the Twins here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. This feels like a good game to hit the under. Neither of these offenses has been putting up big numbers lately, and both pitchers are capable of going deep and keeping runs off the board. Lopez has been especially sharp this season, and with it being a Sunday game, we might see some lineup changes or bench guys getting extra time. Both clubs could take that chance to give a few starters a breather. The Giants have hit the under in 16 of their 39 games, while the Twins have gone under in 23 out of 41, and that trend could easily continue here with Lopez likely limiting what San Francisco can do at the plate. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Kansas City Royals. The Red Sox and Royals will finish up their weekend series on Sunday afternoon in Kansas City. Boston currently sits in second place in the American League East, still chasing the division-leading Yankees. Kansas City, meanwhile, is holding down the third spot in the American League Central and has been playing some of their best baseball recently, coming into this series on a serious hot streak. The Royals saw their winning run come to a screeching halt on Saturday night when they were blown out. But it doesn't erase the fact that they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball over the past few weeks. Kansas City has been strong at home, with a 16-6 record at Kauffman Stadium, while the Red Sox have been just under .500 on the road at 10-11. The Royals will send Lugo to the mound, who's been sharp lately. He's given up 2 earned runs or fewer in his last 3 starts. The Red Sox will counter with Giolito, who got shelled in his last outing, surrendering 10 hits and 6 earned runs in just 3.2 innings. Giolito looked solid in his first start of the season in Toronto, but since then, things have gone downhill. He's been relying mainly on just 2 pitches, a changeup and a fastball, while he works to regain feel for his full arsenal. That predictability has made things easier for opposing hitters, and the numbers tell the story. 3 home runs and 15 hits allowed in under 10 innings over his last 2 starts. On the other side, Lugo has looked sharp and composed, winning each of his last 3 appearances. He's starting to resemble the version of himself that earned an All-Star nod last season. The Royals have built a strong home record at 16-5 heading into Saturday night's game, and they've been solid in afternoon games too, with a 10-6 record in day contests. The Sox are still hoping Giolito can find his rhythm after nearly 2 years away from consistent play, but that recovery is a work in progress, and it's likely to show again here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. The Red Sox have hit the over in 7 of their last 10 road games, while the Royals have gone over in 7 of their last 10 home games against Boston. with one push mixed in. There's a good chance this game follows a similar script to Saturday, where the Red Sox did all the scoring themselves and pushed the total over without much help. Lugo, for all his recent success, has struggled against Boston in the past. His career earned run average against the Sox is an ugly 7.24. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres versus Colorado Rockies. This Sunday, the San Diego Padres will finish off their series against the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field. It's been a lopsided stretch between these two lately, and San Diego's looking to close things out strong in the final game of the set. Coming into this series, the Padres had won 4 of their last 5 matchups against Colorado, including a clean 3-game sweep earlier this season at Petco Park. That sweep wasn't just about offense, it was a pitching clinic. San Diego didn't allow a single run across those 3 games. In fact, they've held the Rockies to 3 runs or fewer in 5 of their last 6 meetings. Offensively, the Padres hold a clear edge. They're top 5 in several major categories, including 3rd overall in team batting average at .260. The Rockies, meanwhile, are sitting in dead last in that same category, which pretty much tells the story. On the mound, it's more of the same. San Diego's pitching staff leads the majors in earned run average, while the Rockies fall somewhere in the bottom half of the league. Colorado's on a 7-game skid right now, including a 13-9 loss to the Padres on Friday night. The Padres, on the other hand, have taken 4 of their last 6 games on the road. They've already piled up 34 runs through the first 2 games of this series, and they're pushing for a sweep. San Diego holds a decent 11-9 road record, while Colorado has struggled badly at home, going just 4-16. Pivetta will get the ball for the Padres, and he's been solid, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Rockies will counter with Marquez, who's been roughed up consistently, giving up 5 or more earned runs in 5 straight outings. These two teams are sitting at opposite ends of the National League West, and it's showing in every aspect of their play. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Diego Padres to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. So far this season, the under has hit in 18 of Colorado's 26 games against National League opponents, which comes out to 69.2%. That trend could very well continue Sunday, especially with Pivetta taking the mound and a strong bullpen waiting behind him. The Rockies haven't been able to get much going in day games. They're averaging just 3.3 runs in those. They've also struggled badly against Pivetta in the past, with just a .142 expected batting average, .201 expected slugging, and a microscopic .148 expected WOBA. Pivetta is also generating a 38.2% strikeout rate and a 32.3% whiff rate when facing this lineup. Earlier this season, when these two teams squared off in San Diego, 2 of those 3 games ended up going under the run total. In total, only 16 runs were scored across the whole series. Colorado hit just .186 with a weak .247 slugging percentage in that set. The Padres pitching staff has continued to dominate, entering this matchup with a league-best 2.75 earned run average. That kind of performance should keep Colorado's scoring chances low again. Making matters worse for the Rockies, they're currently at the very bottom of the league in team batting average and not much better in slugging percentage. Colorado's been struggling to put up runs lately. They've failed to score more than 3 in 2 of their last 3 games. Blalock has looked sharp against San Diego with a 1.36 earned run average over 1 start and 1 relief outing. The Rockies have hit the under in 4 of their last 6 games overall. All signs are pointing toward another low-scoring day at Coors Field. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.